How does a state collapse? And what ultimately protects a republic from ruin? Is it power or the conscience of its citizens? This question was first raised over 2,000 years ago in the heart of Rome, during a time of great transformation. Marcus Tullius Cicero, the great statesman and philosopher, spent his entire life grappling with these fundamental questions of governance and law. He served at the center of Roman power, witnessing firsthand how a republic is maintained and, tragically, how it begins to dissolve. His work, De Re Publica, was not just a political theory, but a deep exploration of the moral principles that sustain a nation. Even today, Cicero's inquiries remain remarkably valid, providing a mirror for our own societal challenges and the health of our democracy. In the 1st century BC, Rome stood as the world's most powerful state, possessing unprecedented wealth and an invincible military force. However, beneath this surface of total dominance, deep internal fractures were starting to appear, threatening the foundations of the state. Political leaders began to pursue personal power and ambition, often at the direct expense of the collective interests of the republic. The military, once the protector of the nation, was increasingly transformed into a tool for the personal agendas of powerful generals. Elections were no longer decided through reasoned debate and persuasion, but through the influence of money, bribery, and mass agitation. With the emergence of powerful figures like Julius Caesar, the delicate balance of the Roman Republic began to shake and fail. People began to value a charismatic leader more than the laws that governed them, marking the true beginning of the collapse. In the midst of this growing chaos, Cicero offered a profound insight. The state is not merely a structure of power. He defined the republic as a union of citizens who share a common law and a commitment to the public good. The republic is sustained by 3 essential elements: the rule of law, the participation of citizens, and the shared common interest. If political power is used solely to satisfy personal desires, then the republic is already collapsing from within its very core. Cicero strongly advocated for a balanced government that integrated the strengths of monarchy, aristocracy, and democratic participation. He warned that once this critical balance is destroyed, a nation will inevitably descend into either total chaos or absolute tyranny. These were not just abstract philosophical theories. They were tested in the harsh and often violent reality of ancient Roman politics. As Julius Caesar seized absolute control, Cicero remained one of the few who had the courage to publicly resist his dictatorship. He became a fierce critic of Mark Antony, arguing that the laws and institutions of the republic must be protected at all costs. However, the political climate was unforgiving. In 43 BC, Cicero was hunted down and executed by his many political enemies. His head and hands were displayed in the public square, a brutal and tragic symbol of the total collapse of the republic. Though his life ended in violence, his profound ideas endured throughout history, shaping the political foundations of the entire Western world. The message Cicero left behind is clear. A state cannot be sustained through military force or economic wealth alone. It requires more. A nation does not endure simply because of its powerful leaders. It endures because of the character and virtue of its citizens. The final defense of any state is the civic virtue of its people and their unwavering respect for the rule of law. When citizens prioritize the common good, the republic is strong. But when they seek only self-interest, the entire structure begins to fall. From this history, we learn that the state is not just a problem for politicians, it is a profound shared responsibility for all. We understand that the rule of law and the common interest are much more critical than any individual's pursuit of raw power. Finally, we learn that the strongest force protecting any society is ultimately the conscience and moral integrity of its own individual citizens. Cicero captured the essence of the republic in a single sentence. The state is built on law, and law is built on virtue. Thank you for exploring these timeless lessons with us here on Dr. Jongmoon Ko's Humanities channel. We value your participation today. Our channel provides a space to share the wisdom of history and philosophy, helping us to better understand our complex lives today. If you found this video insightful, please like and subscribe. Your support is essential for us to continue sharing these vital stories. For inquiries or potential collaborations, please reach out to Jongmoon Ko, also known as James Ko, at our official email address. Remember these words from Cicero: "The true strength of our society lies within each of us and our shared commitment to justice." We invite you to delve deeper into these topics through our curated list of related keywords and search terms for further study. Explore terms like Cicero, Roman Republic, political philosophy, civic virtue, rule of law, and history lessons to join the conversation. Try searching for Cicero's De Re Publica Summary or The Causes of the Fall of the Roman Republic for more in-depth knowledge. You can also find valuable information on ethics and governance and the history of the Roman Senate to expand your perspective. Thank you for your time today. May your journey be filled with wisdom and great fortune. We look forward to seeing you soon. This has been a special presentation of Jongmoon Ko's Humanities channel, wishing you all the very best in your intellectual pursuits. Let us reflect on the enduring nature of truth and the quiet power of a single voice speaking for justice in history. Every document from our collective past holds a key to our shared future if we are only willing to listen and learn. True wisdom is not just found within the pages of books, but in the application of virtue to our modern challenges. As the sun sets on the ancient world, its enduring light still guides the moral foundations of our own modern civilization. The ruins of Rome serve to remind us that while empires may fall, the quest for a just society never truly ends. The laws written in stone were meant to be eternal, but they require the living heart of every citizen to survive. Cicero's pen was as powerful as any soldier's sword, for it carved a lasting path for centuries of political thought. Today, we continue that noble pursuit, standing firmly on the broad shoulders of the intellectual giants who came before us. As the river flows toward the sea, so does the history of humanity, ever moving toward the goal of shared prosperity. Even in total silence, these ancient stones speak volumes about the grandeur and the inherent fragility of all human institutions. Prosperity is a great blessing, but it can become a curse if it leads to the abandonment of our core values. Vigilance is the eternal price of liberty, a fundamental truth that Cicero understood much better than anyone in his age. Let us strive for a lasting peace that is built on the solid ground of justice and the common interest. One person's commitment to the truth can light the way for an entire nation, even in its darkest political hours. Harmony in governance is like harmony in architecture. It requires perfect balance, clear vision, and a very strong foundation. We are all individual threads in the same tapestry, and our collective actions shape the ultimate strength of the whole. The truths that Cicero spoke of are as enduring as the mountains, outlasting the passing and temporary storms of politics. May we look to the eternal stars and remember our small place in the long unfolding story of human civilization. History is not just something we read in books. It is something we feel and carry within us every day. With every new dawn comes a chance to renew our commitment to the values that make us truly free people. Let these ancient stones inspire us to build a society that values the rule of law and the virtue of citizens. The conversation Cicero started continues through each of us as we strive for justice and a more virtuous world. Thank you for being a part of this journey today. We sincerely wish you wisdom, peace, and great prosperity. This has been a presentation of Jongmoon Ko's Humanities channel. May the wisdom of the past light your path.